What's up, everyone? I'm back today with day 6 of 75 hard. I'm currently at work. It is 1:22 in the morning. I still have about 3.5 hours. I got off at 5. Today I woke up and did my 45-minute ruck. It's another hot day. Today I was struggling. I was getting nervous about being out there. There was no shade in sight down that road that I walked down, and I guess I was mostly dehydrated. I don't really know why I felt like I did, but I was super overheated feeling and just getting nervous that I was gonna maybe pass out or something, but made it. And I would say a lot of the first 10 minutes went by and I was almost talking myself into turning back around. I don't know that I would necessarily have just turned back around and walked back and stopped, or if I just wanted to be closer to my camper just to play it safe, since I didn't necessarily want to pass out on a dirt road in the middle of nowhere. But I pushed through. I always bring a water bottle with me with some aminos and salt, and some Celtic sea salt to be specific. That helps your body absorb the water and actually helps you stay hydrated better than just drinking water alone. So I do that every day, but yeah, I made it back. Today I did not drive to town to go to the gym, so I will be doing my second workout whenever I get off work with my dumbbells and just doing push-ups and stuff like that. But I did notice a big improvement in how I feel after going to the gym yesterday and having the membership set up. It feels good because I'm really sore today, so that's gonna make the program harder, I can tell, which is a good thing to me. I like to try to make things hard. That's why I pushed through the ruck today. I did look at the weather because I thought maybe it was gonna rain, and I noticed till next Friday, so today's Friday, so basically 6 or 7 days straight, the real field temperature for the high during the day when I'm going to be walking is 105. So yeah, I might have to do that where I walk not so far away, because I just walk 22.5 minutes, which is halfway, and then walk back, and usually it takes about the same amount of time. So by the time I get back, it's at 45 minutes and I'm done. But yeah, so we'll see. I'm just gonna take it day by day and push through it. I could easily do the ruck, say right now when it's, I don't know, 80 degrees and dark, so there's no sun factor. But doing the hard path is way more beneficial to your mindsets, to your discipline, knowing that you can push through during those harder times. It's something that you build up on, and just, you gotta play it smart. You don't want to get stuck, like I said, in the middle of a dirt road in the middle of nowhere, where maybe one car passes me in that time period whenever I'm going, and it's usually the mailman. And when I say it's in the middle of nowhere, I'm saying it's in the middle of nowhere. You can see in my thumbnails that I post that there's nothing around but some oil leases and stuff like that. So not a lot of traffic, but that's why I go that path, and I like not having to worry about that, because when the cars do drive past me, it's usually a big cloud of dust for the next 100 feet or so. But what else? Today I'm not really craving much. I finished my water obviously already. Just whenever I sweat during my rucks, I sweat through my shirt and halfway down my shorts. I sweat so much in that time period. So if I don't look sweaty in my thumbnail, it's because I take the picture towards the beginning, like the first 10 minutes. But work's going pretty chill. The last few days especially, I haven't had to deal with much. I have a few tasks that I do each hour. I take down numbers and I send a text every hour, and then at the end of my shift I fill out an Excel sheet with those same numbers, and that's about it. Other than that, I check over the equipment, and if everything's going smoothly, I just wait for the next hour to get the numbers. And I just need to focus on utilizing that time that I have where I'm alone, and I obviously have to be awake, and especially in the middle of the night, it's not like I have anybody to talk to, so I need to take advantage of that and utilize it to help, get to a better stance in my life. I would like to be able to make more money than I do now, and I'd also like to make that money not in the oil field. So whatever that takes, I'm looking into different things, which was one of the tasks I added on to doing the program. Tried to do every day, doing something to help further my goals. Today I have not capitalized on that yet. I have kind of felt nauseous after, like I said, today I was having that heat stroke earlier, but I still have a few hours so I can work on that, and as long as nothing goes wrong at work, I'll do that. But other than that, I will be working out when I get off. And the main thing that I was thinking about today, about talking about, is how for some reason the last week or so I've just definitely really felt off, to put it in terms. I don't know if it's like something in the air, so to speak, but definitely felt very down, and nothing's came of it. I just have been dealing with it, and it just made me realize that there's gonna be a lot of times where you feel like that, and if it gets like too serious, you need to definitely reach out to somebody and speak with somebody about it. It doesn't matter who it is, just somebody. And even if it's not somebody that you want it to be, just talking to anybody really helps, because once you let it out, it kind of like takes a relief off of you. Even if it changes nothing by making that conversation, it's just a weight is lifted for sure, and you think about it differently than you were if you just continued to hold it in. So don't always hold it in. If it's something that's not really that severe, you just gotta push through it. There's gonna be a lot of times where you're lonely, or you just don't think the work that you're doing is worth it, or you're not ever gonna reach your goals. But ultimately, if you don't ever stop, you're gonna reach somewhere close to your goal, if not way further past your goal. So you'll never know if you quit. You'll never know what you could have been. And quitting is just something that other people would see you doing. Some people may want to see you quit, but there's a lot of people in your life that are going to win directly because of you not quitting and you going and pursuing and actually winning. So you have to think about that. It's not always just about you. It may seem like that. You have to be very selfish at the beginning, but ultimately, whenever you do get to your life that you would like to live, giving is one of the things that's going to fulfill you the most. So just wanted to talk about that. Hopefully that feeling goes away. I know I've seen like a lot of other people have been feeling that way recently, and there's a lot of things that could be playing a factor in that you can look up as far as frequencies and stuff like that. But yeah, if you need somebody to talk to, you just need to reach out to somebody that you know and talk to them about it, because you don't want to just do anything dumb and give up. So if that's you and you're somebody that feels like that recently, you're not the only one. And they always say it does get better. So there's specifically actually a verse, it's Romans 8:18, talks about how your best days are still ahead of you, and you just have to believe in that. What else can you do? Because there's no easy way out that's worth taking. So live with that. I'm gonna get back to work. I need to go get my numbers. I got like 15 minutes, but anyways, I will continue to push through the program. If you're doing the program too, just keep going. It's gonna get harder as you do it. It's just the way it is, but The motivation's gonna wear off. If you're on day 6, the motivation's gonna wear off within the next week. And it's just gonna be a push. But then it gets to where you're cruising after about 4 weeks. And then it just gets to where you're focusing on making sure you don't forget something simple like taking a picture daily. But anyways, I'm gonna go. I'll be back tomorrow with day 7. Peace.